5, 6. Welcome back to the show. It is the Fearsome Foursome podcast, sports and hobby talk. We are joined, as always, by Hotbox Cards. Welcome, sir.
Hey, I didn't know we were a podcast now. That's cool.
Nah, why not? Let's do it. Carshark Chris is here as well. Welcome, sir.
Hey, great to be back this week.
Big Kurt has some things going on, so we will not be joined by him, but he's in our thoughts. 18 holes at Eagle City, championship tees and Tornado Cups. Hotbox is liking that.
I do like it.
Nobody's watching, so it's got to be a podcast because people have to listen to it later on, right?
That's great.
We're going to send the starting signal 30 seconds before we get started. We're going to talk sports, we're going to talk hobby, and we're going to be predicting and guessing which NFL teams will be playoff teams this year.
Doing it very poorly, too, probably.
Probably, because I think we did not do well the last couple years. New channel, new streaks to get going. 10 seconds before we get started here. Appreciate you guys hopping on, and here we go. Eagle City is where we're at. Carshark Chris, how's the Arena League going?
The Arena League ended last weekend with the Albany Empire winning their second straight championship. The Lions bowed out. There's just semifinals and finals. The Lions made the playoffs, and they lost, I think, 51-67 on the road to Carolina. So, yeah, so that's that. So it's been done for a couple weeks, 3 weeks now. We almost had a home playoff game, but we didn't quite make it. So we got to go play on the road for the playoffs and lost, but that's all right.
How long till the season starts up again?
It'll be I think it's like late April is usually when they start. It's a spring.
Are you going to be sponsoring them again next year?
More than likely, yeah. I'll definitely do the same experience. It's worth it.
Hole one. It's a
for sure.
Starting out hole number 1, we got 18 holes to go. Hotbox Cards, you got some stuff coming up. What do you have coming up?
Tomorrow night we're going to do a wrestling blaster box war. We're going to open up a blaster box of WWE Prism and a blaster box of AEW made by Upper Deck. See which one is the better box.
Watch it.
Ruh-roh.
I like to have multiple boxes to choose from. I mean, you can have one box for a long time, but every once in a while you get a separate box, a little different box. That's nice.
Back in my 20s, I like to mix the boxes up.
Absolutely. Sometimes there'd be mystery boxes.
Yep.
You thought it was one thing, you open it up and you're like, whoa, this is some false advertising.
As long as it's a hot box, that's all that matters.
Oh, man.
They're all hot boxes, buddy.
Well, not all the time.
Alright, Hotbox Mini-Me, Stunt Double, stepping up. Good shot right there.
Come on.
Hope so.
In case you didn't know, Hotbox has agreed to host the Zero Fox Fantasy Football League Draft Show next week. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I didn't know I was hosting it, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet, but I'll let everybody know.
Alright.
We're giving expert analysis on each pick like I did last year.
Carshark Chris with a constant downpour. Oh, man.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly.
You need an umbrella.
Fellas, the box is definitely going to be soaked.
Nice shot.
Oh, almost hitting a couple birds there. Tornado Cups are in effect in this round.
Those tornado cups will suck the box right in.
Will.
Supposedly, if you get it within 3 yards, it'll It'll do just that.
Nice shot.
Like a hot dog down a tunnel.
Wow.
Dave being all fancy with his draw shot.
Ooh,
Look at that.
It's not 3 feet. It's 2.7 feet.
Apparently. Jeez. Tornado suction not good on that one.
No. That was a lukewarm box.
Roll it right up there.
Oh man, look at this guy.
Oh! Yes, sir.
Oh, it didn't need the tornado, looks like. Tipping it
I
in
had
for
hole
eagle.
one, like earlier today or late last night.
Oh, this
Without,
guy's
it was on a regular cup, like it had no, there was no, yeah,
somebody's been practicing.
Yes, sir. I went down like 2 levels. I had to get back up.
Hotbox's turn. NFL preseason, kind of like watching XFL games at this point.
Kind of. You know what the best part about preseason, really, for me, being a major college football fan, is I like to see where, you know, the Spartans are, you know, hanging on to rosters or going and seeing, you know, those ex-college players, you know, taking their chance to make the pros.
Absolutely. Hard Knocks preseason was the Lions. What are your thoughts on that, Card Shark?
It's been a lot of fun watching it, you know. Is it going to, you know, be wins? I don't know, but I think they've got a pretty strong culture going on over there, and I like the smack talk that goes on between Deuce Staley and Aaron Glenn. I think that's pretty cool.
Non-stop between those two.
Yeah, you know, it's just a definitely a different, I know the buzzword is culture, but vibe too, you know. So, we'll see what happens.
There's some people that can't handle that kind of stuff. They take it too personally, but those guys just go back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's not how I would behave or, you know, want to do, but, you know, they're cool and friends and, you know, no big deal. And, you know, who am I to say what their relationship is or isn't?
Hotbox, have you had a chance to catch any of that stuff?
I have not. I was gonna wait till Card Shark Chris does like a review of the whole season on his channel, and that's how I'll figure out what's happened. If he's gonna do that, I figured he might.
Oh.
That'd be a fantastic idea for to review each episode since it's the line. In season is going to be the Cardinals.
Have you guys watched any of the in-season series yet? I have not.
I watched the Colts last year. It was pretty good.
Okay.
I've only watched even the preseason one, like the first season, and that was it. Like I don't usually get into them very much. Then, of course, my Giants have never been selected, so maybe that's the reason too.
Was not really a fan of the Hopkins, like how they were showing it was going to be the Cardinals. Like it looked pretty creepy to me, but
Nice shot.
he was just doing drills from what it looked
Look
like.
at
But
Dave like a G right there, just slicing and dicing through the trees.
didn't do any good. I'm still in the rough.
It's not terrible, though.
Got some rocks there to mess with.
Alright, so as promised, we're going to go through each NFL team, and we are going to say whether they are going to be or not going to be a playoff team. Let's start AFC East. How about we start there? Buffalo Bills, Card Shark.
Yes.
Bills, Card Shark Chris says yes. Just because they've been dominating, or?
I like what they have offensively, and you know, I think the division there, and they have a good quarterback too. So that's kind of what I'm leaning on.
Any worries about these other teams that have stepped up, like the Patriots or the Dolphins?
I'd have to see it to believe it with the Dolphins, honestly. But the Patriots, maybe. Mac Jones is still kind of young, so we'll see what happens. I just like they have some good veteran leadership, some offensive weapons. The defense has got some players too, and where they play is a tough place to go and play on the road. So if they get make the playoffs, home field advantage somehow, it's a tough place to go when it's cold.
Hot box, Buffalo Bills.
No brainer, definitely. I mean, the Bills are, they're primed for it. I don't see any reason why the only reason they wouldn't make the playoffs is if Allen got hurt, but you can say that about a lot of teams.
Agreed. Bills, for me, are a playoff team.
Yeah. You show him.
All right, up next are the Miami Dolphins. Hot box.
Sloping up. That breaks
Oh, that's a tough one. I'm gonna go on a limb and say yes. I think adding Tyreek Hill is gonna open up that offense even more. I don't think their defense was too bad last year, if I recall. Could be wrong. But I think they might sneak in and get that last playoff spot.
What did they finish? Around 500 last year?
Could make a birdie.
Yep.
So we're thinking an improvement is enough to get them to, what, maybe 11-6, enough to make the playoffs?
Yeah, I don't. I think Tyreek's going to at least give you 2 extra wins, and I think that'd be enough to get in the playoffs.
Right on. Car Shark?
I pretty much would agree with what he said.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. It's as far as will they make it in, it just really depends what everyone else does around them. I think they still might.
Could make a birdie.
Is Tua going to stay healthy too? They going to be healthy? So, I don't know. We'll see. But definitely wild card, not the division, if they make it in for sure, like Hotbox said.
All right, I think this is turning into one of the, besides the Jets, one of the toughest divisions in football. Could go either way. I think these teams split a lot of their games. It's going to depend on how they do outside the division. I'm going to say no for the Dolphins, but because I'm going to go first on the next one and say that the Patriots still make the playoffs. Card Shark, Patriots.
It's a par 5.
I think they make it in. Mac Jones another year under Bill Belichick's system. I like what they're doing. It's tough to out game plan and outwit them. So, but 3 from the same division, that's tough though. You know what I'm saying? So,
Amazing.
I would give them a better probability than Miami.
All right, so if you had to choose between the two, who's going to make it?
New England.
Okay. Hot box cards?
I am predicting a downfall for Mac Jones this year. I think he's going to have a tough year. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. I think they've had a good streak for making the playoffs, but I think it's going to come to an end. No, they probably didn't make the playoffs a couple years ago, maybe. I don't know. I don't follow any of this stuff. But I just have I just have a sneaky feeling Mac Jones is not as good as what everybody cracks up to be.
Sophomore slump is what you're predicting?
Yeah.
All right.
I think they'll be close, though. I think they'll be like, I think it'll come down that last week, probably.
Probably. And I'll use this last but not least to the JETS's, New York's finest. Hotbox cards, JETS's.
NOWAY. No way. Even Jets fans will tell you they're not making the playoffs.
Right.
It's not enough. Zach Wilson not doing it for you.
It's not just that. It's the whole team.
Nice shot.
They haven't been able to prove that they can win since, who knows when, since Sanchez was quarterbacking for them.
All right, Card Shark.
But they'll just keep getting the draft picks.
Yeah, they do. They do the least with some of the most talent, or at least the highest draft picks as possible. But they're definitely not making playoffs. That's for sure.
All right, from the AFC East to the NFC East. Let's start with the Cowboys. Card Shark, what do you think?
I apologize. I was watching how bad my shot was. You went to what, East?
We're going to the Cowboys, the NFC East.
Oh, the Cowboys. I'm going to... no. Why? Just because I hate the Cowboys.
Hotbox?
Somebody's got to win that division. And, you know, the other teams aren't that much better, if at all. I'll have to go yes with the Cowboys, just because there's nobody else really to say yes to.
Nice hit.
Hotbox going Cowboys, alright. This is a no for me. Just because Hotbox is right, somebody has to win the division. Cowboys always look good, but I got my eye on another team for this division. Alright, it's Hotbox's Super Bowl prediction from last year. He predicted the Giants to head to the Super Bowl last year.
I did not predict the Giants to go to the Super Bowl last year.
You said they were going to win the division.
Yes, I said they'd win the division. I was drastically wrong about that.
What do you think about this year?
I think we're moving in the right direction. I don't think we're a playoff team yet. It should be interesting to see what Daniel Jones does, because he's basically playing for his career right now. Like, if he doesn't play well this year, he's gone. If he plays really well,
Car Shark with
he
a
might
tip
be
in.
on a stay.
Very nice shot, sir. I agree, but I think last year was his show me year, and he did not do anything to show me that he was worthy of it. I thought they should have gone a different direction, maybe trying to get Matty Ice or something, but I'm going to say no to the Giants as well. I want Danny Dimes to do good, just so you guys waste more money on him, but I don't think he's going to... I don't think it's going to happen.
Try for the eagle.
Alright, Eagles, Philadelphia's turn.
To the right.
Car Shark.
Philly. I'm going to say no. I don't think Jalen Hurt is ready to turn the corner there. And, yeah.
Alright. Car Shark is a no on the Eagles. Hotbox, what do you think?
I'm going to go no, too. I think only one team's going to get out of this division in the playoffs, and it's going to be the winner of the division.
Alright, I'm going to say yes, this is my team to win the division. I think this is Jalen Hurts' Landry Jones moment. Either he makes it or they go in a different direction. He's been improving a little bit each year, and I think he keeps doing so this year. And I think Cowboys do what they do. They start out strong, and then the Eagles do what they do, and they finish the year strong. And it's going to come down to the last week, but the Eagles are going to take the division.
Amazing.
Last but not least, my team, the Commanders, with Carson Wentz at the helm. What do you guys think, Car Shark?
Definitely not. But I'll tell you, like, I think that they could be an interesting team. You know, I think they'll be up and down, mostly down. But, yeah, there was something with... I was watching a reporter just grill Carson Wentz. Carson took it like a champ and was pretty professional, but... I don't know, man. Like it could be okay, I think is the best it could get. You know what I mean? But with everything that surrounds that franchise right now off the field, that kind of weighs
They've been in the
around a
news
lot.
the last couple of years with just different things going on.
So good.
Hotbox, what kind of chance you giving my Commanders here?
Better than my Giants, but that's not really saying too much. But I think this will be Carson. I think this will be one and done for Carson. I think Washington will probably draft a nice young quarterback for the umpteenth time and try to, get him to play well. But definitely not going to happen this year.
Yeah, I have
They
to
have a
agree
pretty
with
good team, though. Like they have a solid team, though. Like, it's not flashy, but it's solid.
This team lives and dies by this defense, and last year was not a good year for them compared to the year before. Taylor Heineke was not the answer, as they could not score any points last year. I think Carson gets them a few more points, but I still think we end up 500 and not making the playoffs.
Wow, that's a bad shot.
That was a horrible shot. You got me crying about my team over here, about how horrible they are.
Wait. I can see the top of your head, Dave.
Over there in the 70s style. Up to the top of my head in bush. All right, back to the AFC. Let's go AFC West. We're going to go Broncos and Russell Wilson.
Yeah, back in the 90s, we used to be pulling hairs out of our mouths the following morning. So you just savored it for later. That's all it was.
Carshard, Broncos and Russell Wilson. What do you think?
I'm going to be a hater and say no. And why? Because, I don't know. Just seems like Denver, there's always some type of hype around Denver, and then it never really just happens. So, I see it to believe it, I guess.
All right, Hot Box?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with no too. I think they'll be close, but I don't know what else. What other moves did they make besides Wilson? Really,
Yeah,
can't think of any off the top of my head. So, he's gonna be a good quarterback on a below average team. So.
Yeah, I don't think it's much different than his situation in Seattle. He's going to do what he does. He starts out slow and then brings him on at the end, but I don't think it's going to be enough either for this guy. As, there are stronger teams in the division.
Ooh.
Let's go Raiders next. Hot Box, Raiders.
Oh. Yeah, somebody's got to make the playoffs. Give me the Raiders. I'll take the Raiders.
All right.
I don't have much analysis about them, but I'll just go with. They got Devontae Adams now, so that's good.
Hot Box going Raiders. Car Shark. Whoa, with a nice shot, chipping birdie out of the bunker.
Again, I think this is like the theme with a lot of teams. I think they have some nice players. Brand new coach, I believe, right? They have a new coach this year? Yeah, because Gruden left last year. And, new coach. I just don't see them putting it in nice pieces, but again, dealing with the fallout of what they've had. I'm going to say no, but I think they'll be fairly competitive.
Another tough division here. I think we do get 2 playoff teams out of this one, but unfortunately I don't think the Raiders are one of them as well.
Careful.
It's definitely going to be, I say they go around 500 just because of being the Raiders, but yeah, no for me. Up next, they're a couple years removed from a Super Bowl, the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, Hot Box.
Oh, man, their offseason was horrible, I thought. But it's hard to vote against the Chiefs. But I'll say yes, the Chiefs will make the playoffs. But really, I mean, they didn't do anything. They got worse this year.
Yeah, it's hard when you pay somebody $500 million to get a lot of money around that.
Yeah.
They are in cap space hell, I think.
Yeah, I would say no too, and that they're definitely they're at the end of their apex. As far as runs through the playoffs or being an elite team, I think they're definitely on the downside of that.
I'm only going to say yes because the Raiders have had the worst luck ever, and instead of tying a game, they lost last year to make the playoffs, so win in the last week to give them the wild card playoff berth. 2 teams out of the make the playoffs, and for me, the next one is definitely the division winner, the Chargers. Good young core team, and Justin Herbert only getting better. I think this team wins the division.
I would agree as well too. They got a nice defense too. They've got some quick, athletic guys that hit.
Yeah, they got a lot of these guys still in their rookie contracts as well, so they got room to spare. Look for them to make a move at the playoff or at the trade deadline for me. Hotbox, what do you think?
I think we're going to get 3 playoff teams out of this division. We're going to get Raiders, Chiefs, and Chargers.
Nice.
Should be a fun division to watch, no matter what.
Yeah, this and a lot of the divisions are becoming more and more competitive with free agency and everything going on, but this is definitely year by year one of the toughest. Alright, so that'll do it for the AFC West. Let's go back to the NFC, and we're going to go NFC West. And we'll start with the Super Bowl champs, the Rams. Can Stafford take them back-to-back to the playoffs? Carshark Chris, you are the probably still Stafford fan, but former Lions Stafford fan. What do you think?
I would say yes to the playoffs, but I would say no to repeat Super Bowl champs.
It's so tough to do.
Absolutely, and I think, again, depending on Stafford's health, yeah, so their offensive line's going to have, a little bit of a new look too, so it'll be interesting to see, but I do like Stafford, and I like the offense that they have, and I like McVay. So Von Miller gone, it's a little bit of a different look.
Yeah, they were good, but Von Miller just made that team a little better. Hotbox, what do you think?
I think they'll sneak into the playoffs, but I agree with Chris. They're not going to win the Super Bowl, or even make the Super Bowl. But they'll get in the playoffs, I believe.
Yeah, I think out of these teams, there's only one other one that can compete with them at this point, and Rams make the playoffs for me. Not a big difference in the team. Like I said, they lost Von Miller, but they were already good before he showed up. He just gave them that extra step. Speaking of which, the Cardinals and all their Kyler Murray woes are next. Hotbox.
They were my team to make the Super Bowl last year. It was Buffalo and Cardinals, but it did not happen. I'm going to say no to the Cardinals.
Oh, my lacrosse, mate. Oh, did it kick out? Or did it go in? No!
Like high school Dave, it got rejected.
Oh, dude, you were robbed of an albatross.
You got screwed with your pants on.
Damn.
Back to who was I talking about? The Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do it. I think they're going to choke again this year. I don't see them doing it this year. If they didn't do it last year, I think that was their best chance.
Yeah, definitely one of the older teams in the league. I see them making a run, but just missing the playoffs as well. Carshark?
They're another one of those teams too that you look at on paper and you're like, man, they should be pretty good. They should be pretty good. And again, kind of like with the Denver Broncos, you're like, you got to show it to me first. Like, I mean, you can get close, but yeah, they kind of, burn and then sizzle away.
This thing threw me 17 yards away. That's messed up.
Yeah, that was...
Oh, that would have been funny if it pushed the ears away again.
Man, that should have been an albatross. That's sick.
All right, Seahawks losing Russell Wilson and not looking too good so far. I'm going to say no right away because I think they're a few years away. Hotbox, what do you think?
They are playing for the #1 pick this year, I think.
I think so too. Carshark?
I'm with you guys on that. I think they'll be a bottom dweller. And I don't know if Pete Carroll's time has come to an end, although they seem to just absolutely love the man. So, we'll see.
Chewing gum, looking clueless on the sideline. That's the thing for Pete Carroll. And last but not least, leaves the 49ers and Jimmy G and Trey Lance. Hotbox, what do you think?
I don't feel it with Trey Lance. I really don't. I'm going to say no unless Lance gets hurt and Jimmy G comes back in.
Yeah,
I like Jimmy G better than I like Trey Lance.
Yeah, apparently they tried to shop Jimmy G around. Nobody wanted him. Oh, Carshark just missing that.
It's going to be a nice backup, though, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. What do you think, Carshark?
I think, right, if Lance... Man, again, it's tough. I'll say yes. That's all I can say. This is a tweener, but I'm going to go to the yes side.
Never been a big Trey Lance fan. I just don't think he's he's not even like Lamar Jackson quick. Like he was Division II. That's why he was running around everybody. Lamar can at least escape with his acceleration. Lance can't even do that, and he can't throw the ball. He's not accurate at all. So I'm going to say no. All right. Back to the AFC. We're going to go AFC North. Usually the toughest division in football, but it's been kind of one team after another year after year. We're going to start with the Ravens, who haven't done a whole lot, but Lamar Jackson, is this his team? Hotbox?
I think he's going to not do it again this year. I don't see him making the playoffs. How many wildcard teams are there? 3, right?
I believe so.
Okay, well, then I can't pick the Ravens anyways for that. But no, I'll say no. I think the Bengals are going to take this division, so.
Agreed. Card Shark, Ravens?
I'm going to say no as well, for basically the same reasons.
South of the border is going to be mad at us, but sorry, man. No LaMarvelous this year. That brings us to the Bengals. We know what Hotbox's view on this is. What about you, Card Shark?
I like the Bengals a lot. I like the smaller market team. I think they've got a lot of really young players and some good veterans, so I definitely see them making the playoffs again.
Nice shot.
Hotbox, would you like to reiterate?
Yes, I think the Bengals. I think they improved their offensive line a little bit, and Burrow, if he can stay healthy, and Jamar Chase is just such an excellent duo. Plus, they have another great wide receiver there too. They have who's the other one? T. Higgins is still there, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And decent running back game with Joe Mixon, and their defense isn't too bad, and I think they'll make the playoffs.
Joe Mixon, highly underrated, as always throughout his career, but I believe Hotbox is right. This team is really good when Joe Burrow's in there, and they are really bad when he is not. So it's going to live and die off of Joe Burrow's health. And if they can keep him healthy, this team is bound for the playoffs again, in my not expert opinion.
Ooh, just got it there.
That leads us to the Deshaun Watson-led Browns, who looked horrible in his debut for the Browns. Anywhere from a 7 to a 12-game suspension is what we're talking about. Hotbox, what do you think?
Yeah, they're not going to do anything.
Okay, Card Shark?
Yeah, I don't see the Browns, with the suspension, what they gave up, which wasn't too terrible much for Watson. If they win 4 games, I'd be surprised.
Okay, agreed. I think they're battling for the number 1 pick with the Seahawks here. Watson looked horrible his first game back.
Great shot.
We'll see if he can improve on that. But even if he can, it's still a few months away before we see him in action. That is definitely a no. The Kenny Pickett-led Steelers are next. Does he have enough to lead them to the playoffs? Hotbox, what do you think?
I think they're in the right direction. I mean, Steelers are always going to be tough. No matter who's their quarterback, they're going to be a tough team to beat because of their coaching and everything else. But they are not going to make the playoffs.
All right, I'm going to say no. Just because I think the division winner is going to be the only one. If anybody else sneaks in, it would be the Ravens. As the Steelers are going to finish either 500 or barely above it, which will not be good enough for a playoff spot. Oh, you got the bunker, which is +1. Oh, no.
No.
You got sand in your socks. It's not good, man.
It's doilies.
I need this shit. Yes, sir!
Oh, right on it with the chip in par. Good job, sir.
Thank you very much.
Car Shark, what do you think about the Steelers?
There seems like they're like the team that's always there. But I don't know. Kenny Pickett, I'm not a believer. So at this point, I'm gonna say no.
Everybody tied at -7, it looks like. Hotbox still with a shot for Birdie to take the lead.
Watch that power power gauge.
Way to put the pressure on me.
Out of the bunker as well. Uh-oh.
And I got Card Shark Chris in my way.
Just lift your miniskirt up. Distract him.
Oh.
Will it be enough?
Cool.
No.
Oh, it's not. No.
It's like how it worked.
All right, we are on to the NFC North, Card Shark's favorite division. Let's start with your team, the Lions.
They're not going to be a playoff team this year. I think they'll be close. Barely missing out on the wild card, but I don't see them.
But as a fan, do you even want them to be close? Because don't you want a new quarterback?
Yeah, here's the thing. You can go get another quarterback, right? You can go draft one, but he's still got to come in. There's a room for error. So at this point, as long as Jared Goff doesn't make terrible mistakes, he doesn't have to win you the game, but he certainly can't lose it. And Wentz, Jameson, Williams, he's going to get back, and hopefully he turns out to be something. They got some weapons on offense. Defenses, linebackers are super thin, so I don't see them making the playoffs, but they're definitely going to take some steps forward.
Oh,
there it
you're
is.
kidding me.
There it is. Oh, twice.
Oh, so you got to be 2.5 feet away.
That's
Wow.
horrible. Goff
You're having the
definitely.
worst luck with tornadoes today.
Yeah, it's not my day for tornadoes.
Oh.
Goff and the rest of the team playing with a chip on their shoulders. He's still not over the thumb thing, I think. He's still throwing some ducks every now and then, which I think will get them in trouble. And unfortunately, Card Shark, I think you're right. They barely missed the playoffs. I'm going to say no.
I'm saying it's not even going to be close. They're not going to make the playoffs. It's not even going to be barely. They'll be definitely have a top 5 pick again for this year.
Right here first, folks. Lions with the top 5 pick.
Yeah.
Well, that's not a hard thing to predict, though. They usually have a top 5 pick.
Time for Big Kurt's team. They're going with the Bears, so go for it, Card Shark. Go for it.
They've picked like 14th or 15th a few years ago, so I don't even want to hear that, man.
It's a rarity.
As a matter of fact, we did pick 30th this year, too, so...
Okay, I'm
or 32,
sorry.
I think we picked 32nd, as a matter of fact, with the LA Rams when we got their pick, so...
Oh, so I
wanna
lost
hear
tornado
it.
cups. This is great.
All right, the Bears and Justin Fields, sophomore year. Card Shark Chris, what do you think?
Let me tell you something about Justin Fields.
Beautiful.
I hope he's working with a quarterback guru, because Justin Fields is a one-trick pony. He's a one-read quarterback. At Ohio State, all he did was first read. If it's not there, he took off. Man, you got to learn to read the pocket and read the receivers. And if you're just going to be a one-read and take-off guy, you won't be in the NFL for very long. So it's going to be a tough year for the Bears.
Yeah, Jerry Glanville all up on there, not for long,
Make a birdie.
is what it stands for. Hot Box, what do you think?
Yeah, the Bears aren't going to do. Man, it seems like a lot of the NFC teams are not that good this year.
They are not. Bears finish fighting for a top 10 playoff pick, or draft pick, I think, as well.
I know that Roquan Smith wants out of Chicago, and I would love to have him in Detroit.
Yeah, he's holding out, right?
Yes, he is, and we've got some stockpiled draft picks. I don't know what his interest in, but man, we could use a linebacker like that, because he's a dog, man. Roquan Smith is a bad man.
He could be the next Chris Spielman right there.
Oh man, thumper, just a thumper.
All right, Captain Kirk and the Vikings, and Justin Jefferson are next. Hot Box?
I'm going to say yes. I think they're going to win the division this year. Cousins is a solid quarterback. He's not spectacular, but he's not spectacularly bad. And they have a great running back, great wide receiver. Yeah, I think they're going to win the division this year.
All right. Car Shark?
I would definitely say playoffs. I think that a good way to describe Kirk Cousins is like a more polished, more athletic, refined version of Trent Dilfer. You know, he just has enough, and he's definitely kind of a gamer where he's got a super competitive attitude. The whole Christian thing's kind of, you know, Tim Tebow-ish, but I like him, but he does throw dumb picks. So he's got a little Scott Mitchell in him, right-handed Scott Mitchell. But yeah, I like the Vikings for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I think if they do make the playoffs, it's going to be as a wild card, as the next team is the lock for me. But definitely, Vikings can make the playoffs as a wild card. Speaking of which, next up is the Packers Hotbox cards.
Well, I have to pick eventually some NFC wildcard team. I don't think I've only picked maybe one. So I'll say yes, the Packers will make the playoffs as a wild card, but man, you got the rookie wide receivers. There's already bickering between Rodgers and the wide receivers. You know, I could see this as being a complete disaster this year, or maybe a wild card spot.
Yeah, I think they're a playoff team, and it's hard to bet against Rodgers, man, because you know, I don't think he's gotten along with a lot of people that are there, like wide receivers or anybody. But I think they still got a really, really nice defense, so I definitely see him in the playoffs.
Rodgers is that 10-year employee when all the new people come in, just being grumpy as hell about it because he knows everything, right? Packers make the playoffs even without the fantastic wide receivers. I think they get it done. Squeak in over the Vikings and make it and win the division. Let's see what we got here.
Don't worry, Rodgers will choke in the playoffs like he always does.
Man, the defense has let him down so many years. It's been not good for him. The end of the road is coming for Aaron Rodgers. We'll see what happens this time around. Could this be the worst division in football? We are headed to the AFC South. Let's start with the number one pick of last year, the Jaguars. Did they do enough to make it to the playoffs? Card Shark?
I think there's going to be slow, steady gains for a while, and Jacksonville, that franchise does not have the support of the city or the fans. I definitely don't see it being a playoff team anytime soon.
All right, Hotbox?
Definitely not. They got the wrong quarterback in there. It's going to take them 2 more years probably to figure that out. And then they're going to have to draft another quarterback, and it's going to be like 10 years before they actually do anything.
So Hotbox is predicting Trevor Lawrence to the Lions, is what I hear out of that.
Yes.
No, thank you.
I think it was garbage time, which is what the Lions used to do, but they were in a lot of games that they weren't supposed to be at the end. I think if their defense can be an improvement over last year, they will be in a few more, and they will actually get like the number 10 pick in the draft this year, but not make the playoffs.
Well, that would be an improvement.
It definitely would, as they've had, what, the number one pick the last 2 years?
Actually, the number 2 pick would be an improvement.
All right, so no for the Jaguars for all of us. We are going to move on to the Texans, who have been a mess the last few years. Who the heck is even quarterbacking for the Texans right now? Anybody know?
Money Davis Mills, I believe.
Davis Mills, yes, sir.
Yeah.
For some reason, they call him Money. I don't know why.
He's always asking people for money. Is that what's going on?
I guess so.
Can I borrow $5, man? Car Shark, Texans and Money Mills. What do you think?
Definitely not. Yeah, I don't see a whole lot coming from the Texans at any point in time in the near future. They're kind of just a jumbled mess of things, kind of in the early part of a rebuild there, so that's a negative.
Yeah, Texans from one of the best defenses to no defense lately. Hotbox, what do you think?
You know what's bad is if they were in a better division, they would have a good chance of the number 1 pick. But since their division sucks so bad, I don't think they're going to end up with the number 1 pick. But they'll be top like 3 probably picked. But yeah, they're going to be terrible.
They just happen to win games against the Jags and
yeah,
not get the number 1 pick.
The Jaguars once.
All right, I'm gonna say no as well.
Put them in the AFC West. They would have the #1 pick, no problem.
Yeah, defense is sketchy. Field goals do not make you a contender. Texans do not make the playoffs. Texans don't even get a winning record still. That's going to lead us to the Matty Ice-led Colts. No longer Carson Wentz's team. This team had a chance to make the playoffs last year, but I think after COVID struck that team, they kind of fell apart. Was it Carson Wentz's fault, or is Matty Ice the answer? Hotbox, what do you think?
I would like to pick him for wild card, actually, but I think I picked all my wild card teams. But if you're not counting, I would pick them maybe as a wild card team sneaking in.
All right.
They're always a good team, no matter who's quarterback in their team. They're always right there. Like even with Jacoby Brissett, they were right there. Carson Wentz, they're right there. And you got a great running back. You got Matt Ryan. If he can still do it one more year, I can see them sneaking in the playoffs.
Yeah, Matt Ryan pulls a Phillip Rivers and gets him to the playoffs. This team, like Hotbox said, has always been right there. They're on the cusp, and hopefully Matt Ryan will be the answer. I'm going to say yes as well. Car Shark, what do you think?
I'm going to go no, but I think they will be right there, and everything that you guys said about the Colts is true, and they are consistent for a smaller market team that gets great attendance and support. So, I don't believe in Matt Ryan anymore. So, that's no for me.
All right, that leads us to last year. This team was a definite no without Derrick Henry, but now that he is back, Tannehill's still around. It's almost the same team they've had. We are on to the Tennessee Titans. Hotbox?
Yes, I think they win the division because the division's so bad. But I think they're gonna take it.
Slow and steady.
Right.
I'm a yes for the Titans as well too, and they'll definitely be much more consistent if Derrick Henry stays healthy. And they have a decent defense, but again, like Hotbox mentioned, the division is fairly poor, so I don't think they'll have to be too awesome. Mike Vrabel's a great coach. Players seem to love to play for him.
Yeah, I think this is a case of they are the best of the worst right now. As long as they stay steady and limit the turnovers, they should be right there to win the division. I think they'll be 11-6 and handily win this division. All right, final division. Everybody was tied. Hotbox one shot back now at -9. Everybody else is -10. Still 9 holes to go. Could this be the other worst division of football? We're going to start with 2 years removed from a Super Bowl, the Buccaneers.
Hole 10. It's a par 5.
No Tom Brady around.
Yeah, I'm going to say probably not. They still have some decent talent. Who's their quarterback now?
Oh, it's Brady. He just hasn't been at OTAs or
He's
camp.
coming back.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
I
that.
think.
Him and Giselle had something going on, so he had to go take care of the family. He hasn't been at camp at all, but Tom
Does he
Brady
need
is
to be,
going to be
really?
back. Kind of like Aaron Rodgers, right, at this point?
Yeah.
Well, then, yeah, they'll be in the playoffs. Okay, my bad. I did not know that.
All right, Hotbox?
If Brady's going to be there, yes. But you can't vote against Brady. If Brady's not, then obviously not. But he'll get you at least into the playoffs. And the NFC seems pretty weak this year.
Yeah, everybody had a career year the year before. It's hard to do that back-to-back years. And it was only given that they were not going to be as good last year. But I think everybody's settling in. They got some good younger players, and they are going to make the playoffs for me as well. Win the division, actually, because this division, arguably, both southern divisions are the worst in football. Let's see, Falcons minus Matty Ice. Who's their quarterback? Anybody know?
Mariota.
Oh, that's right. Mariota leaving the Raiders.
Marcus. Good for him.
Yeah, the Falcons are going to be abysmal. Desmond Ridder, their draft pick from Cincinnati, that's a no-go. So yeah, they're going to be a bottom dweller.
Fighting for the number 1 pick, or do you think they'll be better?
I think they'll be right there fighting for the number 1 pick, tell you the truth.
Okay. Hot box.
That was not a good shot.
That is not. Oh, off the fence.
Oh, at least it rolled in.
Good bounce. Good roll. What do you think, sir? Falcons?
No, absolutely not.
You might hit this fence in front of you.
That's disgusting. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of afraid of. You think I should go over here?
Yeah,
Oh, that's gonna suck.
Yeah.
I think you
Either
just
way.
knocked it back out in the fairway.
Yeah, it's a no-win right there. Yeah, Falcons are going to be horrible. I agree. And Mariota, if he survives the season, he's going to have to be running for his life, I think, this year. Kyle Pitts is the one good thing they have going, and they just need to keep him healthy. Teams are going to be double-teaming him this year, and somebody's going to have to step up, and I don't think it happens.
Yeah, they don't have a run. They don't seem to have a running game at all. And Cordell Patterson, I don't think he, as much as I like him as a player, but he's just not going to be able to carry the load.
Yeah, he's definitely going to get a lot of touches, same as he did last year. But yeah, if you don't have the running game to back it up, they're just going to play zone and make you get open, kind of like how they did to the Rams a few years ago.
Beautiful.
Somebody's flirting with the water over there, barely getting it over.
Someone threw me a bone there. Whew.
All right, let's go. The Baker Mayfield Panthers are next. How's the former number 1 pick going to do, Car Shark?
Sleeper pick. I think they're going to make the playoffs.
All right. Hot box?
I like Darnold more than I like Baker, actually. But I would say no. I think Darnold will win the job eventually over Baker.
Whoa.
Baker's probably going to get injured, and then Darnold will have to take over. Darnold started the year last year fantastic. What were they, 5-1? And everybody was talking about how he was making his comeback, and then it all fell apart after that. P.J. Walker's definitely not the answer, even though he looked good at Temple and the XFL, but he was not translated well to the NFL level. I'm going to say Panthers do not, just because of the quarterback roulette that's going to be happening.
Sloping up.
And they'll be lucky to get 500. Saints are the last team. Are they the Aints or are they the Saints? Car Shark?
Nice shot.
I'm going to say Ain't. I don't see Jameis. Isn't Jameis their starter?
I believe so. Him and Taysom still,
Taysom.
right?
Yeah, I just don't think there's enough there at the quarterback position.
Are we getting an improved Jameis Winston over a 30-30 club Winston, or is he still the same 30-30 Winston?
Yeah. Wow, 2 Eagles. What up? I think Jameis Winston is who he is. You know what I mean? At this point in his career, he just is who he is. He's not a plus player. He's just a guy, and I hate to say it, but
eating dubs and throwing picks.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's a turnover machine. He had so much freaking talent around him at the Florida State when he played there. So, and he played in the ACC. Come on,
And they had a great Bucks team before he left.
They did. So yeah, he's just nothing personal against Jameis, but I'm not a fan.
5,000 yards, 30 touchdowns, but he did have the 30 picks with it. How box, what do you think?
Well, Dennis Green once said, they are who we thought they are. And we know who Jameis Winston is. They will not make the playoffs.
Open up the gates.
No playoffs for the Saints. I have to agree, unless Jameis Winston has vastly improved, which haven't really seen it so far. It's going to be a show-me year for him as well.
Well, it looks like Michael Thomas is going to be back healthy this year finally, so that might help.
Yeah, they definitely missed him the year before.
Yeah.
Oh
Is Christian McCaffrey still a viable option for #1 pick, or do you think people will shy away from him because of his injuries?
We're talking fantasy?
Fantasy football, yes, sorry.
I don't think he was ever a #1 pick unless you were playing in a PPR. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be. I think he'll still be a first-round pick, end of first round, especially if it's a PPR league. But non-PPR, he might even slip into the second round, I think.
Who's got him there? Well, that's just for the running backs. He's running back 2 on most charts here. How the hell did I get no woods allowed? That's messed up on a par 4.
About time. Usually you get that on the par 3s.
Yeah, at least one side has him as the #2 overall pick, so
Really? Ooh.
that's a tough one considering how injury-prone he's been the last couple of years.
I guarantee he will not be the #2 pick in our fantasy football league draft.
You got the #2 hotbox?
Not
You got the
saying
#2 pick?
anything. You got to go watch the video over at Zero Fox Sports Cards.
yes.
Hotbox all proud of himself.
Well, we know he's not winning this year because he only wins when I get the first pick.
That's true. But then I'll get to save all that money from not Patreon. What was that thing I did? Oh man,
Cameo.
Cameo. Yeah, I'll save a bunch of Cameo money this year then.
Oh, in the bunker.
Who's that dude?
Some random.
Yeah, I would make sure you have a buddy with you around that guy.
Oh man, not a good hole for me.
Ooh.
Okay.
Did we pick all the divisions already?
We did. We have our division winners. Everybody agrees on the Bucks, the Rams, the Bengals winning their division, the Chargers winning theirs, and the Bills winning theirs. Other than that, it's a little mixed on the other ones, but
I guess we should go through our wild cards and decide who's going to the Super Bowl then.
Super Bowl for me. I can't. I'm gonna say Rams Bucks in the championship game again, and I think it's. Oh man, it's so tough. Chargers Bengals. If Burrow's healthy in the other championship game.
Nice
What do you guys think?
Championship games, I'm going Buffalo and probably Chargers, and Buffalo taking that. NFC is, I think, a lot tougher to pick because nobody's any good. Vikings and give me Tampa Bay, and let me take Minnesota going to the Super Bowl. Buffalo over Minnesota.
Alright.
Cool.
Yes, sir. I
Oh,
think,
nice.
man,
Didn't even
the
need the tornado.
No.
It is blessing me today. I don't know, really, tell you the truth, but what I think would be pretty cool, I'm sorry to take a different direction, I think it'd be cool to have like a battle for our LA championship, and again, I know earlier I said I don't think the Rams are going to get to the Super Bowl again, but that would be pretty... No, wait, they can't, can they? Because... No, Chargers are in the
and
AFC,
it's
aren't
definitely
they?
possible.
Yeah, because the Chargers AFC, yeah, that would be kind of a sweet. Like they had the Subway Series in the early 2000s. They had the battle for LA for the World
Where is
Championship
the
of
Super Bowl
football.
this year, by the way?
Isn't it in Vegas?
I believe so.
I don't
Because
know.
usually after they open those nice ass stadiums, they get a Super Bowl pretty quick. And I know LA had it last year, so I could definitely see it in Vegas.
Look at this guy with the run and jump. Shuriken.
Just relax.
I can see the Rams Chargers being there.
I mean, that would be sweet.
It's in Arizona this year, guys.
What's in Arizona? Wow.
Wow.
Arizona got another one.
I think. Super Bowl, yeah, for 23.
Car Shark Chris takes a commanding 2-shot lead over myself and 3 shots over Hotbox.
Oh, it's not commanding, man. I still got time to.
12. It's a par three.
Las Vegas is getting it in 2024.
Okay.
Oh, next year. Okay, got it. WrestleMania in Los Angeles next year. Most of the tickets have already sold out. I don't think it's because people want to go. I think it's because they want to sell the tickets on StubHub.
Yep, secondary market, man. Such a
Cheapest ticket I
shame.
think is $500. Sounds about right for that.
I'm excited. Philadelphia is getting the following WrestleMania, and I was at the first Philadelphia WrestleMania, so I might try to get to that year's also.
Who was the main event for that?
That was a triple threat, or no, that was the first. Was that the first time Austin and Rock fought each other? I think. Yeah, that was the first Austin Rock, I think.
I think we all need to try to get together and go to a Royal Rumble. I would love to go to a Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I've never been to one of those. I've been to some Monday Night Raws, and the only pay-per-view I've ever done is WrestleMania. We were second to last row at the Spectrum in Philly for WrestleMania.
You were up in the rafters.
Yeah, and there was a lady behind us with a sign.
Hell yeah. That's passion
I
right
was like,
there.
are you
That's what I'm talking about.
serious? I don't know, maybe a kid or a guy, I don't know, but somebody had a sign.
I
just
went to
laughed
the Raw where The Rock came back right before he wrestled Cena. It was a Valentine's Day Raw.
at.
Great shot.
I went to a random live show one time, a couple of years back.
Oh, right by it. Nice shot.
I
That's
know, I
close.
needed a tornado on that. I would have had it if I had a tornado. But when I went to the WrestleMania, it wasn't like the huge event like it is now. Like, now it's like a whole weekend. Then it was just like the thing, and that was it.
Yeah, they have WrestleMania Access now and all that stuff
Yeah.
going on. That I
Yeah,
at
we
least
had
want to
our-
go to.
Right. We had our fraternity formal the night before WrestleMania, and then that next day we drove up to Philly because we weren't too far from Philadelphia, and went to WrestleMania.
And it's on.
Saw the Big Boss Man get hanged from Hell in a Cell.
Oh, that's
Oh,
the
wow.
one. That's right. Yep.
Yeah,
Jumping down.
looked really cheesy.
Yeah, I heard it was not their finest moment.
You know, with the Undertaker's streak,
Could make
he had
it
some
work.
great matches at the end of the streak, but man, the beginning and middle of that streak, he had some really doozy matches and
Mm-hmm.
really crappy opponents.
Yeah, they didn't really start to notice until it was like 10.
Yeah. And then they're like, oh, let's have some actual good matches with The Undertaker.
Yeah.
Instead of Giant Gonzalez and Jimmy Superfly Snuka and Big Boss Man. And, ugh.
Out of
Terrible.
the two that I thought should have done it, I think the first, from the very beginning, it should have been Orton.
Mm.
And then after that, it was Punk.
Nice bird.
Yeah.
Nice bird.
But they didn't go with either one. And it's
Good, make
really
it
not
ready.
known whether Brock went off script and beat him on that one anyway.
Downhill.
Well, I know Taker was, concussed during the match, too, wasn't he?
Yeah. And Brock does what Brock does.
Oh, yeah.
So.
You mentioned a couple of weeks ago that you don't watch wrestling.
Modern wrestling?
Yeah.
No, I don't really. I mean, I follow it a little bit on some podcasts, but I don't usually just watch it, really, like every night.
Are you into like more of a local or regional scene about around where you live, or?
Well, when it was going on before COVID, but after COVID hit, the local companies kind of died up. They're getting ready to start back a little bit now, but they were fun because a lot of people I saw in the local scenes, they're all wrestling in AEW and Raw now. Like I saw Austin Theory wrestle.
Yep.
He actually photobombed. I was taking a photo with me and AR Fox, and he photobombed us in the back.
That's pretty sweet.
Austin Theory. So at the time, I didn't know who Austin Theory was.
If you just want to watch a quick show that's pretty good, it's called Ups and Downs on YouTube. It's from What Culture?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I always liked What Culture stuff.
It's just
they used to have their own wrestling promotion too.
Yep. It was and then that's old. Who McIntyre was the champion for that one, I think.
So good.
Yeah.
What Culture Wrestling?
I'm kind of excited now with Triple H being in charge of what's going to happen. Because I have a feeling it's going to get pretty good. So I might get back into watching a little bit of it. But.
If you watched any of NXT during their heyday when they had everything going, it's definitely looking a lot more like that was, which was all the fans were into it and everybody was excited about it. And I think it's starting to come back around again that way.
And I really like that with Sasha and Bailey, and they had Becky down there and the men. I mean, that was I was watching that.
Yeah, and it's definitely getting back to that. So it's definitely a better time to be hanging around. Is they're not just bringing people up and not knowing what to do with them. NXT UK dropped a bunch of people. They're getting ready to move some of them over to regular NXT, I think.
If you guys saw the last Monday Night Raw, what is that, Vinder Mahan or whatever his name is? He wrestled a job guy, Bro Keller, and Bro Keller is the guy who was like our main guy around here, local guy and everything. So we were all very excited to see him.
Oh, right on.
Yep.
Yeah, they're definitely going back to 80s wrestling where they are putting like those amateur guys, well, not amateur guys, but local guys against some of their talent.
Yep.
Great.
And our local promotion would bring in a lot of women. Like I've seen Nyla Rose wrestle, Jordan Gracie, way before they became famous.
Whoa.
Jordan Gracie, man, she's
I'm not a big fan of hers.
You're not a big. I've never seen her wrestle. I just see her Instagram. I'm like, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah, we've seen Nyla Rose, her. Oh, I can't think of the others. Britt Baker. I saw Britt Baker. I think twice. So it's kind of nice to get out and support your local wrestling, and it's usually not very expensive. And
Oh, does he get it? He does. Good shot.
wow,
Thank you.
It's the Card Shark show today.
it is.
Trying to, man, I haven't done too well recently
Wow, you're at
on the
negative
show,
17.
so
Holy cow.
I'll do some work today. Gonna go have some nice meatballs after this.
Gonna be stuffing a bunch of balls in your face, huh?
Yes, sir. I will have warm balls in my mouth.
Yeah.
Does
Does
she
he get
usually
it?
have that
Does he get it?
Saturday night?
Chance for an even.
No.
Oh.
Saturday night, never mind. I can't tell you.
Saturday night, there's some hot boxes involved. Opening up some hot boxes, right?
Yes.
Right, an even.
Okay.
Man, Card Shark
What's
was
up?
was
I
porn
wish-
starring
I
it the
wish-
other day, man. He was pounding through those hot boxes.
Here, maybe?
I know, that's what I was going to say. I wish you would have let me know. I would have been on the live stream for you.
Hey, Hotbox, you gotta have your notifications on.
Well, I know that, but you should have invited me on as a guest.
You know,
I could've
you
talked
haven't.
you through some
you-
hot boxes.
Sir, go back and watch the videos. You gotta like and subscribe and slap the notification bell,
Well,
buddy.
I did, but I'm saying you should have invited me on as a guest.
Oh, hey, I didn't even know I was going to do it that day. I was just like, you know what, I got some time. My my ADHD medication was hitting pretty hard, so I was like, let's just go.
It's a park.
Yep.
It
Well, I
happens someday.
appreciate the plugs. So,
Card Shark with
You're
a
welcome.
2-shot and a 4-shot lead. Trying to keep it going here.
Come on.
yeah, but now he's got the bad stuff hitting him.
No, yep, sure does. Got the forever rain cloud above him.
Okay, now make sure you ask Chris some questions so he doesn't hit the ball right away.
Uh-oh. Just trying to keep it in the fairways and greens, folks. Fairways and greens.
Looks like he did it.
Playing it safe.
It's not raining now. It's just nice outside.
Trying to keep his lead here. Oh, we don't get any help either.
No, actually, it's worse.
Alright, let's see what we can do here. We're going to have to go around this thing.
Great shot. Great shot.
Oh, Big Kurt doesn't know what he's missing.
Yeah. I think Big Kurt's having a good time.
Yeah. There we go, in the
I
fairway.
don't know what Big Kurt's doing, but hopefully it sounds fun.
I can't confirm or deny this, but it may have something to do with like an adult entertainment facility.
Oh, okay.
And it may be rented out special just for him. So.
Wow. I didn't get an invite, though. That was weird. I would have drove down for it.
Big Kurt trying to tell him to make it clap.
Big Kurt making it rain for sure.
You know what? I'm going to try to go through this damn tree.
Alright, good luck. Hotbox, time to take some chances.
Got to him. 4 shots down.
Nice shot.
Bounce off the rock. There we go.
Does it pay off? Let's see. Oh. Back in the fairway. Good shot.
That worked out all right.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I was trying to hit to the left of the tree, though, not the right.
Car truck with his crazy wind. Trying to get it over the bunker.
Got a lot of bunkers around there.
Makes a shot just in time. 3 seconds left to spare.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
I didn't quite get what I wanted out of that.
Oh no.
Oh, makes it in one of the bunkers. Uh-oh. Time for me and my Mega Cup.
Yeah.
Hotbox outdrove us all.
Good work.
Almost made it in on the fly.
Oh! That damn near fell right in the hole.
Hotbox holds this out. He's going to give himself a good shot here.
Hotbox is used to playing with a smaller stick than normal.
Nice shot.
There he goes. Oh! Nice shot.
I barely even needed the thing on that one. Needed a little bit.
Brings it back.
Pretty good, huh?
Good shot.
Thank you.
Car shark out of the bunker.
This is not promising.
Got the dark cloud of Mordor coming over you.
Oh, I got a match on Facebook dating.
Oh man.
Oh.
That's good.
Lacey, could you guys date somebody with the same first name as your mom?
It's all good.
Just yelling that out as you're...
I don't know. Like, let's say they're a perfect 10, but they have the same name as your mom. Could you do it? I don't know if I could.
That's all.
Depends on
What
how
about-
long it's been since I had some
That's
some
true.
poon.
Right now, it doesn't matter.
What about
See,
one with
let me tell
a
you something.
guy's
Go
name?
ahead. Guys,
The guy's name? Well, if it was like Jesse, like that's alright. I mean,
like a
that could go either
Morgan
way.
or a Cameron or something.
Yeah,
What about-
but if it's like Fred,
What
yeah,
about-
Fred? That might do something.
If it was Chris.
Chris could be both. I've dated a Chris girl before.
Chris
Right.
with a K.
Used to call her Psycho Chris because she was pretty psycho.
Oh, my bad, sorry. Everybody moves up shot.
4-15. It's a par
Hotbox
3.
hidden first on the par 3.
You know what my experience with psycho girls are? Is they were the ones that would let you make their mascara run.
It's true.
Like, those girls you could get away with a little more.
Yeah.
Because they were in touch with some of their other feelings.
But you always gotta worry about them stabbing you.
Well,
Well,
I
maybe
had
that's part of
friends
the
who
fun.
had a lot of problems with those things. I didn't because I was pretty chill, but...
Is that who you matched with? Somebody with the same name as your mom?
Nice
Yeah.
shot.
Oh, come on, Tornado Cup.
Oh, bounces off it.
Where'd it go? Ooh.
Yeah, jeez.
No love.
The
No.
fat one at the strip bounced right off the pole. Off the green. That's no bueno.
So, like, how sensitive do you get on your profile? Like,
How
are you talking
sensitive?
about... Yeah, are you talking about, like, how much you love reading bedtime stories and...
But I don't
you
like
like-
reading bedtime stories.
that you like certain types of lotion.
No,
You're
I
fond
try
of
to go.
dark chocolate. You like to hike.
I try to go more the comedy routes.
Alrighty.
You're just a silly goose.
Yeah,
Okay.
because my thing starts off like I'm a mild-mannered financial aid officer who fights crime at night, but doesn't know whether or not I should wear underwear underneath my spandex or not. You know, something like that.
See, that might be what's not working, man. So,
You guys
You
should
gotta
change
be
it up.
cryptic with it, man.
Oh.
Be like, loving that dark chocolate.
yeah, you just tell them you want to be their all-night scoop of vanilla ice cream. That's all you tell them. But the problem is they're going to tell you that they're like, I don't like vanilla. It doesn't taste like anything. And you
That's why
say,
I gotta
well,
put some rainbow sprinkles on
no,
it.
that's when you get some of these Dutch apples to go with it, baby.
Touch apples.
Getting that French vanilla.
Right?
Oh, good shot off the gauge vanish.
Ooh, it's kind of far away, but could have been a lot worse.
And it's on. Could
Yeah.
make a birdie.
Then you can slide it into the bobbing for apples thing. Hell yeah, do it, man.
Apples.
A break to the left.
Yes, sir.
Oh, great. Sweet birdie.
Nice.
Just tell them you like chicken wings, you like sandwiches.
I do like sandwiches and chicken
I'm
wings.
telling you, like, just be like,
Just
chicks
being
want to
honest,
go
man.
eat. Yeah, chicks want to go eat. You'd be like, let's go get a sandwich. And there'll be one that'll be like, man, sandwich sounds good. And be like, we'll go get one. Then you can tell them you got such a great YouTube channel and you got a business, and
Me too.
you know, then you give them the Shamlam Doobly a little bit later, and
Sweet birdie.
that's just. And you call me up and you thank me for your confidence.
Amazing.
You know,
Oh,
that
okay.
I was
That's
giving
what
you
I
all
do.
these pointers. Next time you get together, when you're doing your thing, you smack her on the rear one time just for your boy Card Shark.
Done and done.
Well, I guess that's my plan.
All right.
Everybody's even. Everybody getting a birdie. Car Shark dropping some knowledge. Life lessons for Hotbox over here.
I don't think I really need them.
Number
I've
16. It's a par
been known to be with a lot of ladies, so.
Matt's, yeah.
It's where the magic happens.
Matt's known out in the
Yes.
Pennsylvania Dutch villages. He is known.
I'll tell you, those ladies know me.
Like that, there are stories.
Oh, I don't know about that one. Good luck.
Just put in your profile, I love all women from the rooter to the tutor.
Oh!
Oh, off the
somebody-
tree into the
Bounce.
water. Uh-oh. Alright, let's see if we can get this. Running out of holes to catch up to Car Shark here.
What?
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Alright.
Oh, come on, try it, Dave.
You can't, man. It's not gonna work. Too far. Keeping it in the middle.
A nice curve on that.
That's what I'm going to say on my first date. You have a nice curve on that.
Oh, teeny cup. And Gage vanishes. Oh, man. Getting rough on you there. Had a fantastic Gage vanishes shot the hole before. Can he repeat it? So are you gonna say yes, Hotbox, or is the mom name thing gonna ruin it?
We just matched, so I have to actually talk to her for a little bit. Can't just come right out on dating apps and ask for a date right away. It's not how the game works.
I'm glad I don't have to worry about any of that.
Just tell them you're kind of a big deal on YouTube.
Yeah, my 214 followers, subscribers.
It's so tough. Some of the guys at work are like talking about it and just can't imagine having to go through all that.
Dating, yeah. It's not. The older you get, the worse it gets too.
Just go to church and meet a nice girl there, Hotbox.
That's the problem. I have to go to church.
Yeah, that kind of goes with it.
I have principles.
Nice approach.
Yeah, in the outer ring, but that's about it. Car Shark being a hockey goalie over here.
Oh dear! Watch out! Oh dear!
Let's see if we can wrap it around him here.
Get a move on! Yeah.
Oh! Forgot I can't do that.
Man, that's the worst. I hate when they sneak that in there on you.
Chance here. Sweet.
Teeny Cup got a chance to extend the lead.
Break to the right.
That was not a good shot for me. Wiggle the doilies.
Yes, sir.
Go on! Go,
Yes, go.
Center Cup, good shot.
Done and done! Nice birdie!
Nice.
Commanding lead for Car Shark there.
It's only 2 shots, man. It's not that much, really. 3 shots. I mean,
Pretty good!
2 holes left.
Nailed it!
Hotbox needs this to stay within
It's all
3.
good.
Nice shot!
I don't think he meant to hit that button.
A break to the left.
I'm just more worried about what I want to order for dinner tonight.
Doing
I
Mongolian
am
barbecue.
starved.
It's done!
Too cool.
We had a bad experience at Perkins today.
Perkins. Oh, man. I haven't heard of a Perkins in a long time.
Really? We got a bunch around here. I took my mom and my son. We went, and I guess they only have. I guess they're short staff, and it took forever. And the food wasn't even that great.
Yeah, that's the hard thing with these places, man. You gotta, when you find a good cook, you gotta do whatever you can to keep them.
Yeah,
That's true.
I should have known because everybody in Perkins was like 70 or older.
Put off the gauge.
They can't
Food
taste
might
nothing.
Not be too good. So.
It's definitely a bad time because they have no patience.
No. It was busy too. But
Car Shark flirting with the trees there.
Stop! Yes, sir. What? Oh, semi-rough, man. Come on.
oh,
Oh no! All right, 2 shots down. Getting a little bit of help there with him hitting the rough.
No wind. Oh, look at that.
See what we got here.
Nice shot.
Good bounce.
Oh, wow. Put it up on the green. Damn. Like a baller.
Hotbox needs to hole it out on his second shot to have a shot here. Give him something good. Three shots back. It's not impossible, but there's only 2 holes left.
Yep.
Right on it. Look at that. Good shot.
That's pretty impressive.
Yep.
Down the line.
A little bit behind Dave, but not too bad.
Still good shots.
Careful of the gauge.
Got the tornado. Oh, man. Just split the uprights here. No going in the rough, sir. Let's see what he's got.
Oh,
Tries to wrap it around the tree. It's not on the rough though, but he leaves himself a long putt. Hotbox needs to hold this out.
check this out. Here comes a couple of eagles coming up here.
Let's see what he's got. Straight enough. Will it be good enough?
That's right on line.
Nice. Off the pole again. Got a pole magnet over here. Great shot.
Pretty good, huh? Eagle, cool.
18 under.
I'm lucky. Yeah, I'm lucky. Ow. Hit it.
This is for the tie. Right at the pin as well. Look at that. Didn't even need it.
Coming down to the last hole here.
Oh, yes. Eagle, cool.
Man, I wasn't even on that semi-rough for that like, that's terrible. I'm barely on it. I still got to make this. You got a tornado.
Yeah.
Should be alright. Not aiming that far right though.
Oh, I got some love.
Oh yeah, you did. Wow.
Pretty good.
Making the par putt. Good job. We're all within one shot of each other. 1 hole to go. And it's a par 5 coming up on the last hole. Good luck, everybody.
The finale. Hold 18.
Sad day.
Yeah, go
Par
first.
5.
Sad day coming up. The servers shut down on the 30th, so a couple more weeks, and then we'll be back to either playing poker or
Well,
finding something
September
else to do.
30th, right?
Yeah, September 30th.
Yeah. Oh, not Mega Cup.
It's kind of crazy they have this game listed on premium for PlayStation Plus as a game you can stream. So
Yeah.
they're probably just, soaking the end of life out of it.
Probably. Oh, not on it. It's gonna go wide right. Stays in the fairway. Nice job.
Yeah. But getting Mega Cup, that killed me there.
Yeah. It's not impossible, but makes it harder
With
for
you
you.
two guys, it's going to be impossible. Unless you guys get some bad spins here.
It's possible. We're both tied.
Come on.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's really going to even this out, yeah. Oh, look at that sneaky guy.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice shot. Oh, lovely.
Not getting any kind of distance on that.
Hey, you're in the rough.
Car Shark with the advantage. Can he get it? Or will Hotbox sneak in and backdoor Car Shark?
Wow. Alright, well, let's do it then.
think this game's wanting Hotbox to win.
I don't think so.
Nice shot.
I'll make sure that doesn't happen.
Keeps it in the fairway. Good shot.
Oh.
Meanwhile, back at the other fairway.
It's a bright sunny day.
Ruh-roh.
Oh.
Got it back in the fairway, though.
There you
Wow, nice bounce. And right on the mark.
That's all I was trying to do anyways, get back on the fairway, so I'll take it. Karshak with a chance to make the green in 2.
Watch it.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
Right in the bunker. Oh, get over it! Oh, are you kidding me?
Look at this guy, look at this guy! Wow!
Are you kidding me?
He just Vince McMahoned us. No chance in hell.
Jeez.
I don't know if that would have rolled in without it, but it'd have landed pretty close. Wow.
Great win, Card Shark. Congratulations.
I don't know, man. You can still... You're on your third, so...
Yep.
Man, thank you. That was a good match.
Fantastic shot to end it.
In the storm. Ooh.
Karshak with the walk-off. He's already going to the bar on the 19th hole over there.
I'm gonna go walk upstairs from the basement like that Vince McMahon walking in that day. You know, with the suit on, jiggling everything, like...
Another good bounce. Will we get another one?
Alright, alright.
I don't have tornado cups, so I wasn't that close. Playing for second.
Trying to make sure he can't do that. Let's see what happens.
Nice shot. Alrighty.
Oh, that looks good.
Oh, these tornadoes are killing me today.
Try for the eagle.
Oh.
It's low. Sloping out.
Good chance to tie me here.
Left.
Gotta make this. Put some pressure on me.
Oh, come on.
Oh no.
For the birdie. A birdie.
20 under. Not even close to being good enough. His Card Shark was minus 22. Good job.
Could make a birdie.
Hotbox, you did get at least a birdie hole.
Yeah. Try again next week.
Here we go. 19, 20, and 22 for the win.
Pretty good scores, really.
Yeah. Fantastic finish by
There's
Karshak
no
Chris.
bogeys.
Yeah, for once. For all of us. Oh man, we went through the entire NFL determining who's going to make the playoffs and who's not. We're going to see how we do at the end of the year. And appreciate you guys. Hotbox, what you got going on, sir?
Tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, we're going to do Wrestling Blaster Box War, opening up a box of Prism WWE and AEW from Upper Deck. And then also Labor Day night, we'll do our Monday Night Huddle NFL preview show. And I'll actually do a little research and have some better answers than I did today.
All right, Karshak Chris, you got a gold star flashing right there. What you got going on?
We have... my son has a football game Tuesday night, so we will be cheering him on, and I believe I've got a couple videos recorded that are in the queue that are going to pop next week. I know I have one of your Patreon packages, as well as some Bowman Platinum, I believe it was called. Bowman Platinum. 2021 Bowman Platinum.
Hopefully your son will win. We wish him some luck there.
Thank you.
He was really into it last year. We're hoping he does just as good this year.
Yeah, they're just gonna start their county-wide season this Tuesday, so we're excited, and he's been pumped, so it'll be a good time.
Right on. 6 days of work for me, so we're not going to hop on until next week. Got a couple of videos we're going to post on gaming, including Big Kurt trying to continue his hitting streak. We had it up to 9 games when last we left. And we're going to hope to keep it going. Appreciate you guys hopping on with us. You guys are awesome as always. Hotbox Card Shark with the win. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, fellas, you have a great night. Stay safe, and we will see you next time on the Zero Fox Gaming Sports and Hobby Talk